Guys, seriously, his Titan Master's name is Blunderbuss. Do you realize how many times I have to hear BC say it in that really weird way every single time he hears that name? Blunderbuss. Dang it.
Stay nutty and get your geek on.
What's up, guys? BC coming back at you guys with another Transformers video review, and today we are going to be taking a look at Transformers Titans Return Voyager class Broadside.
Yippee.
Yeah, he's not a fan of this one.
I like them better as a mini-con.
But we shall trudge along because unlike, Mr. Obscure over here, I actually really dig this. Despite the fact that he's a straight remold of Alpha Trion. And you can clearly tell that because I have this one in its battleship mode. Now, when you get yours will come with a little sprue of teeny tiny little mini-bots. Or not mini-bots, aerial bots. That can peg onto all these random little spots.
I'll give him that. That's a nice gimmick.
Problem is, I don't know where I put mine.
That's fantastic.
So, with that said, yeah, we're just gonna trudge along in hopes that I will be able to get through this without crying over the fact that I can't show that gimmick off. Spoiler, I don't really care, it was kind of a dumb gimmick. So here's his Titan Master, whose name shall be saved for the end of the video.
We all know he's internally screaming.
There you go. It's Alpha Trion's headmaster. It's Sovereign, effectively, with Broadside's head on the back. Now, once again, we're going to leave this off to the side, but not flip it over into head mode, because once again, it's Voyager. It's a triple changer. Now, here's some... Now, you're probably already pretty much picking up on the fact that this is a very... This isn't the way he comes in package. That's because I modded mine.
Yay for mods.
And with that said, when we go into the gen mode, you'll see that I actually do things quite differently. But first things first, let's pop off the giant blue gun. It's literally just a giant blue gun. There's nothing to this. And there's the battleship mode. This comm tower flips back around, and yeah. He's literally,
It's okay.
he's a plate. Effectively, he's a plate.
So scramble some eggs on him.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Anyways, let's flip up the ship stands for him and get it into his jet mode, which effectively there's the jet mode underneath. So how we're going to transform him fully into it is we're going to unpeg these pieces and then swing them out like this. On this side, you're actually going to fold this up and then fold it up like that to kind of hide it right there. This is effectively going to do the same thing as the other one. This whole panel will flip around and tab on down here. These pieces will come apart, and I'm going to do the official jet mode first, because these pieces will flip up.
A piece of crap.
Will you shush? We're going to tab these bits on, and then you rotate this piece, and there's a little tab right here that's going to slot in right here. This one, tabs on, and then you're going to bring these pieces down like this. You're going to flip out these little fins, and once again you can see these would originally be facing backwards. Don't ask me why, just take my word for it, that's how they used to look. On a double hinge, these come back and they tab on to that piece right there, and this is the most solid form of the jet. And you know what, Screamer?
What?
Say something to that.
Why, if he's supposed to be part of our super advanced alien race, does he transform back into that piece of shit chat?
Hit him for swearing.
Ow.
So,
I do agree with him, though.
yeah, unfortunately I do too. Now, with that said, I'm not completely helpless. I have come up with a fix. I flip these around, you untap these, bring it down like this. But you leave this bit flipped down, because then you're going to flip this piece all the way back around, like this, where these pieces are actually gonna be what somewhat holds the back together. You take the gun, you come underneath, and you slot it back into where he was in. It was in battleship mode. And there is the BC version of the jet mode.
Not bad.
Leagues better than what the official crappy version was. Anyways, moving on.
Also a better alternative. That being, don't turn him into the jet mode in the first place.
He is a triple changer though, so unfortunately the jet mode's always a part of him.
Doesn't mean we gotta acknowledge it.
Actually, yes, it technically does.
For review, maybe. Outside of that, no, it doesn't.
I'm done with him. So yeah, there you go. There he is in the cockpit. Now let's pull him out, and we're gonna flip him around into the head mode. Because now we're going into robot mode.
Yay!
So we're gonna fold this piece back up, and I keep dragging this. There we go. These stay out like this, and then this piece clicks back, and I keep hitting that button to deploy his pylons.
You must love that button.
You shush. Bring his feet around. I usually do it like this. You know, screw it, I'm just gonna leave him out.
Must really love that button.
Shut up, Screamer. Bring his hands out. There we go. Down, down. Flip out. Slide these down. And then peg his head on. Fold this up. Flip these pieces onto the back of his shoulders. And then slide his gun into his hand, and there is his robot mode. Pylon gimmick. Tap that little gray button. There you go. So, yeah, there you go. Moving him over to the side and bringing in the figure he was remolded from.
Alpha Trion.
Albatrion. If you'll,
Prove the Icon Hall of Records.
if you'll stand up. There we go. Okay, for starters, I like him more because he has that finally feeling to him. If you saw my review of him, you know what I'm talking about.
And we know who he's obviously supposed to turn into.
And it's not a bad figure. I mean, articulation-wise, you know, he's got the same Voyager head movement. Shoulders go forward and back. They don't really go in and out, but thankfully he has a joint there for that. He's got a bicep swivel, nothing at the wrist, nothing at the waist. You know, he's got the hips, the thighs, the knee, Yeah, he's just kind of been a bit of a quickie in himself. So yeah, there's really not much else to Broadside, and unlike Perceptor, it's kind of a detriment to him. I feel like there should have been more. And if you don't do anything about that jet mode, he literally will have you thinking this figure's a piece of crap.
Example A right here.
Exactly. So,
Off your computer, off your tablet, everything off.
with that said, this is BC saying stay near and get your geek on. I'll catch you guys next time.